Hi yogis, thank you for joining me this morning. My name's Lauren, for anyone that I've not practiced with before. We're going to do a nice gentle, kind of flowy, soft practice today. This is kind of the ideal practice for those days when you want to move the body but maybe you're feeling a little bit tight, a little bit tense, and you don't really want to do a still practice, but a dynamic practice is maybe a bit too much. So that kind of fine balance in between movement and stillness. So it's nice if you've got a couple of props. So if you have got yoga blocks, grab hold of 2 of your yoga blocks and we'll use them today. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can just grab hold of 2 thick books and just get 2 that are a kind of equal size. And whichever version you have, we're just going to place them at the top of the mat. And then we're going to roll over into our child's pose position, taking the knees out as wide as the mat, the big toes to touch, and sitting the hips back towards the heels. Placing the hands onto the blocks or the books, and then just sinking the forehead down towards the ground. So you're stretching out across the back of the shoulders, opening up through the chest. Just making this a slightly deeper posture than our traditional child's pose that we do on the floor. And as you come to this first posture of the class, just pay attention to how you're feeling right now in this moment. Breathing into the body, noticing where in the body the breath is. And just trying to gently deepen the breath. Taking long inhales in through the nose and out through the nose. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Taking one more deep breath in. Long exhale out. And then on your next inhale, press more firmly into the hands, straightening through the arms, lifting it up, bringing the knees slightly in to come into a tabletop position where you're just going to move the blocks or the books to the side and plant the hands down underneath the shoulders. Really spreading out the fingers, pressing into the thumb and middle finger of each hand, and then beginning to tilt the pelvis up towards the sky, dropping the belly down, pressing the heart forwards, and drawing the shoulders back away from the ears. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis under, pressing up through mid-back, upper back, relaxing the neck and head, and then tilting the pelvis as you inhale, dropping the belly, pressing forwards through the heart, drawing back through the shoulders. Tucking the pelvis under, pressing up, lower back, mid-back, upper back, relaxing through the back of the neck, and then inhaling to lengthen, creating that nice curve in the spine, opening up the front of the body, and then exhaling as you curl in towards yourself, draw the stomach in, pressing up, lengthening through the entire spine. Inhaling to dip the belly, lift up through the chest. Exhale to tuck the pelvis, draw the stomach in, round through the shoulders. On your next inhale, coming back into a tabletop position, and then start to take the right foot back, really pressing back through the heel, straightening through that right leg, feeling the front of the thigh begin to activate, and then keeping a nice straight spine, we're just going to rock back and forward on the tiptoes. So just gently waking up the legs, stretching through the calf muscle, keeping that quad muscle, the front of the thigh engaged. Stomach muscles are drawn in, protecting the back. And the neck's nice and long, in line with the rest of the spine. Just gazing slightly forward, ahead of the fingertips. Take another rock forward and back, and then bring that right knee down to meet the left, back into your tabletop. Take the left toes back, pressing back through the heel, waking up that left leg, lifting up through the thigh, pressing back through the heel, and then beginning to rock forward and back through the tiptoes, waking up that left calf, keeping the neck relaxed, keeping the gaze down just in front of the fingers, and keep gently pressing up in between the shoulders. Take one more rock forward and back, and then release the left knee down back into the tabletop. Tuck the toes under, send the hips up towards the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. Really rooting down into the fingertips, pushing the ground away, and beginning to paddle through the legs. So making this a nice slow and thoughtful movement. So bending one knee as you breathe into the opposite leg, and then bending the other knee, breathing into the other leg. So taking one heel down at a time, and whilst you paddle through the legs, really lifting the hips up towards the sky, engaging through the stomach muscles, engaging the core, lifting up through the pelvic floor, pushing the ground away continuously to lengthen through the spine. And then bringing the legs to stillness, take a deep breath in, and a long, slow breath out. As you inhale, lift the right leg towards the sky. As you exhale, bend the knee, send the foot in between the hands, and drop the left knee to the floor, untucking the toes. As you inhale, lift both arms up towards the sky, lengthening through the spine. Just engaging that left glute slightly, and lifting the fingertips so that the rib cage lifts up away from the hips. Releasing the right fingertips down to the right side, like you're trying to reach them down to the floor. And then lift the left arm up and over towards the right. So you're finding a stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale as you sweep that right arm back up to meet the left, bring the body back to center, and then release that right hand down to the inside of the right foot, sending the left arm back. So feeling an opening now across the front of that left hip. And then we're just going to start to shift that left foot back, bringing the shin in line with the back of the mat. Using that right upper arm to keep the right knee staying open, pointing towards the front, and then beginning to circle that left arm forwards. Big circular motions, waking up that left shoulder. Breathe in as you flow in and out through the nose. And then spinning the hand in the opposite direction, feeling into the muscle fibers in the back of the shoulder, feeling them stretching out, opening out, and then releasing that left hand down, spin the knee back to face the front of the mat, tuck the left toes under, straightening through that left leg, frame the front foot with both hands, and step back into a high plank. Bring the right hand into the center of the mat, twisting the toes over to the left, lifting the left arm up towards the sky. Stacking shoulders on top of the wrist, lifting the hips up. You've got an option here to bring the right knee down if you don't feel steady. If you want to play with the posture, maybe take it a little bit further. See if you can lift that left foot away from the right, making a kind of star shape with the body. Take a deep breath in, and then roll back over into your high plank position, lifting the hips up towards the sky for a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a long, slow breath out. On your next inhale, lift the left leg towards the sky. As you exhale, bend the knee, send the foot forward in between the hands, releasing the right knee down to the floor, untucking the toes. As you inhale, lift both arms up towards the sky, coming into your low lunge, pressing the right hip down towards the ground as you lift the fingertips up, lifting the rib cage away from the hips, creating some length through the back of the body, through the side body, and then releasing the left fingertips down towards the ground, reaching the right fingertips up and over to the left. So you're finding that length through the right side of the body, opening up, stretching through the right hip. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you inhale, sweep that left arm back up to meet the right. And then as you exhale, release the left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Spin that right foot back so the shin comes parallel to the back of the mat. And then begin to circle that right arm back, down to the ground, forward, big circular motions, opening up that right shoulder. Using the left arm to just gently press the left knee, keeping that left knee open. And then circling the arm in the opposite direction. Feeling the difference in the stretch. Feeling the different motion. One more time, and then release the right hand back down to the ground. Spin the left knee to face the top of the mat and frame the front foot with both hands. Tuck the right toes under, straighten through the right leg, and then engage the core to step the left foot back into your high plank position. Left hand into the centre, underneath the face, and twist the toes over to the right, lifting the right arm up to the sky as you lift the hips up. Just remembering you've got that option to bring the left knee down to the ground, or if you want to have a play with the posture, maybe taking it a little bit further, see if you can lift those right tiptoes up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release the right foot down, everyone spinning back into a high plank, and then lifting the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Pause in here for 3 breaths, long and slow, in and out through the nose. And take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, take the gaze forwards between the hands and tiptoe the feet to the top of the mat. When you reach the top, take the feet hip distance apart, grab hold of opposite elbows, relaxing the crown of the head down towards the ground as you bend the knees and send the chest towards the thighs. Take some yeses and nos with the head to let go of any tension in the upper body. And then release the hands down to the floor. Tuck the pelvis as you begin to curl the body all the way up to standing. Rolling the shoulders down the back of the body and eventually lifting up through the head. Pressing the palms of the hands forward, spreading out the fingers, coming into your mountain pose, Tadasana. On your next inhale, lift both arms up towards the sky, bring them into a prayer, and take the gaze up towards the thumbs. As you exhale, bring that prayer down through heart center, folding forwards, hands to the mat. Inhale to lengthen, fingertips press into the ground as you reach the crown of the head forward, press the hips back. And then exhale as you release the palms of the hands to the floor, step the right foot back, take the left foot to meet it, high plank. Rolling the body forwards onto the tiptoes, drop the knees down to the floor and untuck the toes. As you exhale, bend the elbows back, tucking them into the side of the ribcage as you lower chest and chin down. Roll the body forwards, pressing the hips into the floor as you lift up through the chest, low cobra. And then tuck the toes under, send the hips back towards the heels, and then up to the sky for a downward facing dog. Pause in here for a breath, in through the nose, and out through the nose. On your next inhale, lift the right leg towards the sky. Exhale to step that right foot in between the hands. Turn the left heel down towards the floor, 45 degrees, pointing to the top of the mat. And then inhale as you lift both arms up towards the sky for warrior one. Nice deep bend in the front knee, back leg nice and straight. Lifting up again through the fingertips and rooting down through the feet. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, open the legs out, open the arms out, coming into your warrior two. Right hand forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Sending the right fingertips back as you send the left hand behind the back of the thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to thigh, left arm lifts first of all towards the sky, straightening through that left leg, pressing into the outside edge of the foot, and then sending the palm of the hand down towards the top of the mat, the bicep hovering just above the right ear, feeling that stretch all the way down the left side of the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to spin the left hand down to the floor, lifting the left heel and reaching the right arm forward, thumb pointing up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, circle that right arm back as you drop the left knee to the floor, untucking the toes. Draw that left heel towards the glutes, grab hold of the top of the foot if you can, and if not, just keep reaching towards the back of the mat. If the foot's in your hand, roll that right shoulder back, open the chest, twist even more, as if you're trying to twist the heart up towards the sky. And then release the foot, sweep the right arm back to the top of the mat, tuck the left toes under, straighten that left leg, and step back, high plank. Rolling forwards onto the tiptoes, knees to the ground, elbows draw into the sides of the body as you lower chest and chin. Rolling the body forwards, drop the hips to the floor, lift up through the chest for low cobra, and then tuck the toes under, send the hips back to the heels, and then up to the sky for your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a long, slow breath out. Inhale as you lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale as you step that left foot in between the hands, dropping the right heel to the floor, engaging the core, engaging the glutes as you sweep the arms up towards the sky, warrior one. Pressing into the outside edges of the feet, lifting up through the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to open the arms out, open the feet, warrior two. Left knee pointing forward, rooting down through the outside edge of the right foot. As you inhale, reach the left hand forward, flip the palm, reverse the warrior, sending the right hand behind the back, left fingertips reaching towards the back of the room. Take a deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale to rest the left elbow onto the thigh. Right arm reaches up towards the sky, lifting up through the right fingertips, pressing down into the outside edge of the right foot, and then floating that right arm forwards, bicep hovering just above the right ear, palm of the hand facing down towards the ground. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, release the right hand down to the floor, lift up the right heel, and sweep the left arm forward, pointing the thumb up towards the sky. As you sweep that left arm back, drop the right knee down towards the ground, untucking the toes, turning the body to face the back of the mat, and then kicking the right heel towards the glutes, seeing if you can reach the top of the foot, or just keep reaching back with that left hand. If the foot's within range, roll that left shoulder back. Send the gaze towards the sky and open up through the chest. Take another deep breath in. Exhale to release the right foot. Circle the arm back to the front of the mat and tuck the toes under to straighten that right leg. Frame the front foot with both hands and then engage the core to step the left foot back to meet the right, coming back into your high plank. Rolling forward onto the tiptoes, drop the knees to the floor, untucking the toes, elbows draw into the sides of the body as you lower chest and chin. Circle the hips forward, relaxing them to the ground as you lift up through the chest. And then tuck the toes under, sending the hips towards the heels. And then up towards the sky for a downward facing dog. Pause in for 3 breaths, long and slow. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, set the gaze between the hands and tiptoe the feet towards the top of the mat. As you reach the top of the mat, bring the feet together, heels and ankles to touch. And on your next inhale, sweep both arms up towards the sky as you bend the knees, coming into a chair pose. Tuck the pelvis under, draw the stomach muscles in, lift up even higher through the fingertips and sink the hips down even lower. Take a deep breath in, exhale to draw the hands into the heart center. Inhale as you lengthen the body, exhale as you twist left elbow over the right knee, coming into a prayer twist. Taking the gaze over the right elbow, sinking the hips down low, squeezing knees and ankles together. Inhale to reach both arms back up through center into your chair. Exhale to bring them back down into the heart. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist right elbow over the left knee, coming into your prayer twist again. Breathing in, sending the gaze towards the left elbow, pressing the palms of the hands together. Your next inhale, sweep both arms back up into your chair, and then exhale, hands to the ground, forward fold, relaxing the neck and head. And then just starting to walk the feet out to the edges of the mat. Sink the hips down towards the heels, coming into Malasana, yogi squat. I'm just going to twist so that you can see me in this posture a little bit better. So I'm in this nice squatting position. If you feel like it's quite hard to stay here, grab hold of your block or your book and just sit your bum down into the block. Bringing the hands into heart center, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the sky and gently pressing the elbows into the insides of the knees. Take a deep breath in, long, slow breath out. Deep breath in, long, slow breath out. Release the right hand down in front of the right foot and reach the left arm up towards the sky. So just opening up into a slight twist, taking the gaze up towards the left thumb. And you can just stay here, or if you want to have a play, spin the hand to face, the palm of the hand to face the back of the wall, and then take it behind the back. Spin the left hand in the same way, grabbing hold of the fingertips and seeing if you can turn that left shoulder away from the ear, opening up through the chest. And then releasing the fingertips, send the left arm back up, release the right hand back down, and then bring the hands back into prayer. Lengthen through the spine again, lifting the crown of the head up, sending the tailbone down. Take a deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Releasing the left hand down in front of the left toes, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Twisting the gaze up towards the right thumb, and then twisting the palm of the hand to face the back wall, sending that hand behind the back, palm still facing back, and then spinning the left arm in the same way, seeing if you can reach the fingertips. Keep that length in the spine, keep the openness through the chest, and draw that right shoulder down the back of the body, taking the gaze up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release the fingertips, sending the right arm back up towards the sky, left hand back down towards the floor, and then drawing both hands back into the heart center. Lengthening through the spine one more time. Crown of the head lifts up, sitting bones press down, elbows just gently opening up the knees. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release the palms of the hands down to the floor, press up through the hips, just taking the block away from the mat and coming into a forward fold. So in your forward fold, just have the feet hip distance apart, bend the knees if you need to, and we're going to send the palms of the hands towards the soles of the feet. Sending the toes all the way up to the wrist creases and giving them a wiggle, massaging out the wrists. Take another deep breath in. Long exhale out. Deep breath in. Long exhale out. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, release the palms of the hands back down towards the ground. And then walk the feet to the back of the mat, coming into your high plank. Rolling the body forwards, drop the knees to the ground, untuck the toes. And this time we're going to lower the chest all the way down to the ground, squeezing the elbows in. Rolling the hips down, lifting up through the chest one last time, low cobra. And then tucking the toes under, sending the hips towards the heels. And this time we're just going to pause here in our child's pose. You can untuck the toes, send the knees out wide, and relax the forehead onto the floor. So now just noticing how it feels in this posture compared to how it felt at the beginning of the class. So we've opened up the body a lot more now. Should feel a little bit easier, a little bit softer in the posture. Hopefully the breath is feeling a little bit more gentle, a little bit more at ease. And then again, just pressing into the hands, rising back up. We're going to roll over onto our backs, bringing the soles of the feet down to the floor. And again, just using your blocks or your books. So I'm going to use my block on its second edge, so not the flattest one, just slightly higher, and place it underneath my sacrum. So that big bony part at the bottom of the spine, opening up through the front of the hips. You could just stack a couple of books on top of each other if you haven't got a block, or if you want to take it higher, turn it onto the highest edge of the block and relax the back of the hips down. Take the palms of the hands to face up towards the sky. Enjoy that lengthening through the front of the body. Breathing in. Breathing out. It's quite nice to just invite a little mantra in. Breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. Just repeating that again in your mind's eye. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. One more time, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In and out. In and out. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, just lift the hips away from the block or the books and move it over to one side and slowly begin to curl upper back, mid back, lower back to the floor. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Palms of the hands to face up towards the sky, relaxing the body down to the ground. Place one hand onto the heart and one hand onto the belly. As you breathe in, bring the breath all the way up into the top hand, into the heart. And as you exhale, send the breath down all the way into the belly. Inhaling up into the heart, into the chest. Exhaling all the way down into the belly. One more time, breathing in. Exhaling as you breathe out. Release the hands down next to the hips, palms facing up. And then release the legs out as wide as the mat, coming into your final resting pose, into Shavasana. So just know that you can stay in this posture for as long as you need to, allowing the entire body to relax, allowing everything to soften, the breath to become more easeful. The mind is relaxed, the breath is relaxed, the body is relaxed. And repeat the mantra, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. And you're ready, bringing the soles of the feet to the floor and then hugging the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze, a well done for practicing. And then releasing the knees, draw them over to one side, curling up into the fetal position. And then pressing the opposite hand into the ground as you come all the way back up to seated. Finding a nice comfortable seat, placing the hands into a prayer at the heart centre, and just bowing the forehead down towards the fingertips, thanking your body for being able to do the practice, for giving it a go, for having the willingness to step onto the mat. And then draw the thumbs to the third eye between the eyebrows. Namaste. The light in me honours the light in you. Well done, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you've got any requests for other kinds of classes, just feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you.